His lectures are a fun and informative look at the Jewish American identity. Classes are Thursday nights from 6:30 to 8:30 through November 14th. C&T members pay $36 and non-members pay $72. Next Friday night is the beginning of the high holiday season. Join us for Serenity Shabbat at 7 p.m. This introspective spiritual service is a beautiful way to end the week. The following evening, on September 21st at 5:30 p.m., we will be having our Selichot service at Red Rock Visitor Center. This will be an incredibly moving night of prayer and song. There are limited bus spots transporting you from downtown Summerlin to the service. So please contact the office for more information and to RSVP. Sisterhood will be getting into the Rosh Hashanah spirit. On Sunday, September 22nd at 9:30 a.m. is Sisterhood Schmear and Schmooze, where we have bagels and chit-chat before we prepare apples and honey, a Rosh Hashanah treat to be given to members during Erev Rosh Hashanah. Following that, on September 24th, Tuesday, so that's a different evening, Tuesday at 6:30 p.m., we will be making round challah. Sisterhood members pay $10 and non-sisterhood members pay $15. So let's make some beautiful challah for the holidays. Make sure you call the temple office to RSVP. A special thank you to the Barakat family for hosting an amazing oneg directly after services in honor of their son Benjamin becoming a bar mitzvah. Mazel tov! Yay! If you are interested in any of these upcoming events we just mentioned, please check out our new Connection Court located in the alcove by the front doors as you leave. Our Connection Court will have flyers for C&T's upcoming events that you want to be a part of. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Woo, Shabbat Shalom.
So, Rabbi, we have a little glitch.
We don't have glitches.
No, everything's
Glitches,
perfect
glitches,
here.
who's got glitches? You mean like technical difficulty?
difficulties.
Technically?
Yeah.
Technically, we have difficulties.
So I made this really beautiful
You mean-
visual tefillah. That was
Do you guys see this?
there. Yeah. So you can follow each and every word.
And we can I can stand right here and hold it up for everybody.
But it broke. So,
The tefillah broke?
the tefillah broke.
No, actually the projector
But the
broke.
prayer's really not on the projector. It's in our hearts, right?
That's right. Even if you don't know the words, they will be familiar. The melodies will be because it is Shabbatones. So a lot of the melodies you'll know, and the ones you don't know, let it infuse your spirit. And we're sorry for the technical difficulties.
And you can always
Da-da-da-da.
along if you don't know the words. And I'll try to call out page numbers if you want to use a Siddur.
All right.
All right, so we begin with our candle blessing. We have lots of people to call up tonight. We have all of our CNT religious school teachers.
Come on up.
And Nancy Breckett and the women of the Breckett family in honor of Benjamin becoming a bar mitzvah this Shabbat.
door, page 138 for L'Chadodi, we welcome the Shabbat bride. Remain standing, and if you are in our CNT religious school, if you're in Kochavim, Shir Heart, or you're just in the religious school and you want to come up and sing along, please do. I know this is what you all came for, was to watch your kids on the Bima tonight. They're ready for you. Page 146.
Please be seated. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושידרתם לבניך, ודיברתם בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ושכבך וחומך, ושרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, amen.
We remember when we were slaves in Egypt. We remember when the Egyptians forced us to work from sunrise to sunset. We remember when our bellies growled because there was no food to eat. We remember when all we wanted was a cool drink of water. We remember when we had no warm blankets and shivered in the night. We remember crossing into safety and breathing the air of freedom. We remember dancing with joy and singing our songs of thanks. And because we remember, we promise this day to feed the hungry, to bring water to the thirsty, to give clothes to the needy, and to reach our hands and bring the whole world into our freedom dance.
All right, so we have a very special Michamocha that we've been learning in religious school with Miss Glory over here, and so she's going to teach it to us, and we're going to sing it as we do our dance march thing, because that's what we do, right? So you don't have to be one of them to sing and dance with us. We want you to get up and dance. So the part you need to know is freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. There's like, we're on the other side, they're coming up behind, one God, there's lots of verses, but they're really easy, and you'll get the hang of it real fast. So, yeah, we're ready, let's do it.
Freedom!
do a little Vishamru, so get your shoulders ready. All right. Nobody likes that one.
Vashamru 162.
If you're following along, we're on page 164.
Melotenu vimotenu, Elohe Avraham, Elohe Yitzchak, Elohe Yaakov, Elohe Sarah, Elohe Rivka, Elohe Rachel, Velohe Leah, Ha'el Hagadol v'Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vesoher Hasdei Avot V'Imaot, Umegi Geula Livnei V'Nehem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Mitzvot Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayei Hakol, Atah Leoshiach, Mori Hatah, Mechayel Haim Bechesed, Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Tomech Noflim Berochei Solim, Pomatir Asurim, Umekayei Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Bal Givurot, Umigomela, Melech Mimi, Umekayei, Umatzir Yeshua, V'nehanana Talehayot Hakol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayei Hakol.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. We continue in silent devotion. You can use the words on the right or the left side of the page through page 180 or the words within your heart. When you have completed your prayers, please be seated.
Take a few moments in our service to use our imaginations to imagine a world of hope and healing, where those that we love and care about do not have to face the struggles of illness of the body or the heart or mind. But until that day, we have each other. We have our strength of faith. We have our love and the support of our community. So if there's someone that you would like to include in our Misha Berach prayers, please stand and say their names, as many names as you would like. Say their names. And included this evening, we think of those, and I was asked specifically to remember those in the Bahamas, because headlines just become words on a page, and for this particular family who lives there half a year, it is their home that was destroyed. It was their friends that were impacted. Headlines are more than just words. They're people. So say the names of your loved ones to be included. Now we as a community, we stand in solidarity one with the other. As we sing Misha Berach to the melody of Imagine. Well, if I was to say happy birthday, because it is birthday Shabbat, if it is the month of your birthday, what month are we in? September. September birthdays, come on down. Who's the September birthday? Come on down. All right. Oh, goodness. Goodness, goodness. Okay, Sydney. All right. All right. Byron, come on over here. Sydney, come on over here. You guys face me. Oh, my God, we got a lot of birthdays in September. So, let's see. Come on over here. All right. Come on over here. Good, good, good. All right. So, when is your birthday?
September 7th.
September 7th. That's my sister's birthday. You guys look like each other. All right.
September 4th.
Oh, September 4th. You get to be right here. Switch places. All right. When's your birthday?
Said the 4th.
Oh, right here. September 4th. All right. Separated at birth. Okay. When's your birthday?
September 15th.
Oh, I thought he was going to say September 4th. Okay. All right. Go right there. Go right there.
The 29th.
29th. You stay put. What's yours?
24th.
24th. All right.
13.
13. Well, guess what, Fred? This is your surprise party. Everyone say surprise to Fred. Okay. 20th. 20th. You sneak right in there. Byron, when's yours? 19th. 19th. Oh, you sneak in there next to the 20th. How about yours? 19th. Okay. Get in there. All right.
29th.
29th.
28th.
Ooh, 28th.
5th.
5th. Oh, almost to the head of the line. 27. Is that your age or the day? Both. Okay.
September 7th.
Oh, September 7th. You know, I didn't know that was such a popular day. All right. Any more September birthdays? All right. That's right. January was really cold. All right. This is a G-rated blessing, Fred. Now, please. All right. Well, since we have so many, if you don't have something like, you can say pass. So what I want you to do is remember a great birthday memory. All right? Let's go. Lightning round.
Sweet 16 surprise party.
Pass.
Buy the shoes.
What does that mean?
My bar mitzvah Romas got canceled because of Fidel Castro. Because he was in New York, the hotel where my party was supposed to be that night. And they threw him out 2 days before. So I got to have my party.
So it wasn't the Bay of Pigs because that was not kosher. But it was another thing. Khrushchev. Okay, that's a footnote to history. Good.
My family.
The birthday before my bar mitzvah. What? Well, my next birthday.
My first TV series. My 21st overseas.
Bicycling through Loire Valley and getting to stay in the king's chamber of a castle for the night.
Whoa. We bow to you, Fred.
Staying up late and eating donuts.
That sounds like an everyday birthday. That's great.
Nifty Tour Summer Kala.
Getting California Better. Pass.
In the 80s, playing at a dance club in Solana Beach with one of those goofy tails that the 80 people would wear, and my whole bandmates held me down and cut it off.
All right. All right. I'm going to randomly call on 3 people, and I want you to just share what you've learned from life experience that you want to share, like a life lesson. A life lesson. All right? 3 people. Here we go.
Patience is a virtue.
All right, so what I take with me most is that there's a distinction between living in a community and being part of a community.
Don't sweat the little stuff.
And it's all little stuff. All right. Well, very good. So if we could have the congregation rise. Could you guys all stand right over there? If you all come a little closer. So here we are gathered. So many of you have birthdays. You stand next to people, could be strangers, and now you stand on the beam and you look to the right and left, you go, wow, we share a birthday month together. In some cases, you share a birthday. There's more in common in this community than we realize, but it takes a little bit of effort to get to know each other. It might start with a name or finding out about that birthday and remembering that a birthday is special because when you were born, you brought so much joy to people who did not know you, but they knew that they loved you. Rabbonu Shalom, Master of the Universe, bless those who come before you, who celebrate their birthday. Many and varied have been the years in their lives. May the years ahead be blessed, O God, with goodness, with health, with happiness and joy. May they be blessed now in this moment and throughout their lives, that they are loved and cherished because of who they are. That their birthday is a simcha, not only in their lives, but in the lives of all that have gotten to know them and cherish them as loved ones and as friends. So keep them from harm's way and let them feel the blessings of the day that lie ahead, that you, O God, will always be with them. And let us say, Amen.
Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Yehelanu, Yehelanu,
So as this is a family Shabbat, I was asked to tell a story. And one of the challenges of sharing with you the stories from classic Jewish literature is, well, sometimes the message is good, but the way they were described, a little bit hard. So I thought I would update a story, kind of keeping its classic message, the classic trappings, but expanding it. So you may have heard me tell the story, but not quite this way. But the message is one that really I've internalized throughout my life. There once was a ruler who had 3 children: Shlomo, his eldest son, David, his middle son, and little Rivka, his youngest daughter. He loved them all dearly, but knew that someday he would have to pick one of them to be the ruler of the kingdom when he died. What kinds of qualities would make a good ruler, he thought? He or she must be really smart. They must be kind. They must put other people first before themselves. They must look out for the good of the people always. But just as important, he thought, they must have a sense of the ways of the world. He decided to hold a contest between his 3 children. a challenge, if you will. Boys and girls, shh. Hannah, you guys, look this way. Listen, it's an important story. He decided to hold a contest between his 3 children, a challenge, if you will. He said, "My children, I am old, and soon I will not have the strength to rule over our kingdom anymore. One of you must take over. Shlomo, you're so smart. David, you're very kind. And Rivki, you have an ability to listen to others and figure out what is troubling them. Since each of you are special in your own way, I've decided to give you a riddle. And whoever solves this riddle will be the ruler." "Okay, Dad, we got it. So here is the riddle. I want you to go out in the world and find me a very special item. It's not very big. In fact, I could hold it in my hand. But when I hold it, something strange will happen. When I'm happy, it will make me sad. And when I'm sad, it'll make me happy. Now, go figure it out, solve the riddle, and come back in 1 year." A year to solve this riddle? Now, it may seem like a long time, but the world is a big place. Where does one begin to look for such an item? Shlomo had an idea. He immediately went to the west. There was a dark forest. And in the forest, there were many townfolk who had lived without much of anything. He spent the year among them, learning how to make do without much of anything. He'd given up the life in the palace, all the trappings of wealth, and Shlomo decided to live in the forest with the common people. But guess what? Within a short time, he was very happy. David had an idea too. He immediately went to the north. There was a desert. The people there lived a very difficult life. The sun was hot and always beating down on them. It could have been a miserable existence, but it wasn't. He learned a lot from those people. How to find food, how to make shelter from the sun, how to find water. And he realized that the people could not survive unless they really took care of one another. And he too became very happy. Rivki had an idea as well. She went to the south. There in the south was a jungle. She wasn't sure what the jungle would look like, what it was like at all. She thought, oh my God, it's going to be filled with snakes and lizards and bugs. Well, they were there. Okay, it's a jungle. But then there was parrots, and there were all kinds of beautiful butterflies. And over there were monkeys and chimpanzees and leopards and lions. And somehow everyone got along. It was the way of the jungle. And when she talked to the people who lived in the jungle, guess what? They had special ways of healing people. They had cures for some diseases that plagued the entire kingdom. And she too became very happy. Well, before you know it, the year had come and gone. And the king called for his 3 children to come and share what they had learned, and if they had solved the mystery to the riddle. Do you remember what the riddle was? You hold it, and when you're happy, you're sad. And when you're sad, you become happy. Shlomo came first, and he talked about living in the forest among the people and how he had learned humility. David talked about living in the desert and learning how to be self-sufficient and how the community has to care about one another. And Rivki talked about living in the jungle, da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, Karen Burnett did it better. And how to appreciate every living thing and how to heal the people in the kingdom. Each one of them was beaming with happiness about what they had learned. But none of them could solve the mystery that their father gave them. So who would take over the kingdom? The king looked at each of his children. Since not one of you has solved this riddle, I'm going to give you one more chance. You have 5 minutes to come up with an answer, and if you fail, you can never go back to the forest or the desert or the jungle again. 5 minutes. They were so happy when they walked in, and now they were sad. And in that moment of panic, they had an idea, and it occurred to each one of them at the same time. And they looked at each other, and they ran into the next room, and they got a pen and some parchment, and they began to write a phrase. And they wrote it, and together they brought it to their father. And he looked at the words, and he smiled, and he laughed, and then he cried. And then he laughed again. He laughed because they solved the riddle. And he cried because he knew that his time on earth was soon at hand. And then he laughed because he knew that the kingdom would be in good hands. Shlomo, David, Rivka, all of you have solved the riddle. So all of you will rule. Your collective wisdom will be the solution to this problem. I could end the story right there, and you'll never know. But it just so happened, a short time thereafter, when the king died, that little phrase had been placed on 3 rings that was given to each one of the children. That ring would always remind them of their father. And there was a servant who polished those rings. And one day, out of curiosity, he looked at the rings and he read the inscription, the answer to the riddle. And on the ring were these words, Gamzu Ya'avor, this too shall pass. And so, my friends, the wisdom inspired the servant, and he rose into the ranks to become one of the most trusted advisors to all 3 of the rulers. This too shall pass. So treasure every joy, for joy can be fleeting. Do not wallow in sadness, for tomorrow brings another opportunity for happiness. This is the secret to life's great mystery and the answer to the king's riddle. Shabbat Shalom. Gamzu Ya'avor, this too shall pass. Original retelling by yours truly. So if you'd like a copy, just email me. I'm happy to share it. It's a nice story.
We begin to conclude our service on page 586, or you can just remember the word Aleinu. Please rise. Oh, the shofar blast. We'll do it after. Okay.
Alleluia.
598 is our Kaddish prayer. 598. So we think of those who have died in recent days. We think of Seymour Brown, Leonard Rose, Leonard Fruchter, Irving Goldstein, and Barbara Kaufman. We think of the Yortzites of Marilyn Arco, Irene Auspitz, Mark Bernstein, Miriam Bluestein, Gordon Bloomhild, Aaron Cohen, Mindy Christiel, Gladys Ehrlich, Esther Engel, Philip Fishbein, Paul Goldstein, Helene Gorbina, Sylvia Greenis, Evelyn Greenwald, Thomas Lee Hoffman, Robert Katz, Rebecca Lander, Nathan Landsberg, Martin Laser, Florence Lerner, Erwin Lieberman, Marvin Miller, Rose Cecil Mink, Sarah Porath, Simon Prison, Caleb Rakoff, Tema Rosenberg, Michael Rostek, Gertrude Schneider, Viola Schultz, Getzi Sheehan, Ruth Siegel, Arnold Smith, Mildred Stark, Rabbi Leo Turitz, Don Yaros, Doris Human, Albert Zolato. If you'd like to say the name of someone special to you who was not mentioned, please stand for Kaddish or Yortzeit. As we think of all these, we rise to recite our Kaddish prayer. Yitkadal v'yikadash shemei rabah, v'yalma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedachol be'Israel, b'agalav b'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yeheshmei rabah mevorach le'olam omeil maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekusha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, Damiram Bialma Vimru Amen. Yeshlam Araba Min Shamaya V'chaim. Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Vimru Amen. Ose Shalom Bimramav. Hu Ya'aseh Shalom. Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Vimru Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. May be seated.
All right, there's a lot of people to thank for this service. First, I'd like to thank all of our Shabbatons who are here tonight. We have Eddie, Brad, Tracy, Hannah, David, Glory, and our guest drummer of the night, Brett. And we have our Shir Hart and Kochavim and their leader, Lori. And then we have all of our teachers who made it possible for these children to know all of these prayers to lead for us tonight. And I want to thank our CNT staff and Alex Hill on sound. And I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but I'll remember. I promise you're very important. So we want to, I notice there's a lot of new faces. So if you see someone that you don't recognize, please introduce yourself, because we are an audaciously hospitable community. Maybe you're here from Colombia or Israel for Benjamin's bar mitzvah, or maybe you haven't been here in a while and we haven't seen your face. So please introduce yourself to each other at the Oneg.
All right. And where's Lonnie? Lonnie, raise your hand, our fearless leader. All right. Yay, Lonnie. All right. We appreciate all the religious school teachers who came out to support our monthly Shir Shabbat. So thank you, Lonnie, for bringing your staff, beautiful staff. I want to call attention. Pam Poster is one of our lead adult ed teachers, and she also is in charge of our Madrachim program. We introduced a new teacher this past year, Larry Cooperman. He is offering classes we've never had before, and he is offering the Jewish American Experience, Culture, and Identity, Thursday nights, 6:30 to 8:30. A marvelous teacher. I would say his classes are close to, you don't have to have any prior knowledge, but they would be college level. Really good classes, and I encourage you to sign up and to come. All right.
And don't forget your Shabbos selfie. You can take it with any of our staff members. You can take it with any of the band members. and send it to Shabbaselfie. So there's no extra S's or a T in there. Shabbaselfie@lvnertamid.org.
All right. At the conclusion of service, Cantor and I will make our way over to the side doors. We're not going to go out the back way. We're going to go to the side. We will have a receiving line, and then Cantor will lead you in Kiddush and Motzi, and then you can have cake and ice cream sundaes because it's Ice Cream Sunday Shabbat. All right.
All right, so we're going to do two closing songs for you. One, I need my Kochavim friends up here too. One is called The Shofar Blast to get us ready for Rosh Hashanah, which is coming up. Our high holidays are coming up. And in place of us actually blowing the shofar tonight, we're going to make the sounds with our voices. So you'll hear how it goes. It's pretty simple. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Here we go. Tekiah, your turn. Bum, 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 bum. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. How's it going? Tekiah, Tekiah, your turn. Tekiah, bum, 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 bum. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Let's look at this. Your turn. Shavarim, your turn. Bum, bum, bum. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. All right, get your lungs ready for Tekiah. Your turn. Tekiah. Your turn to Shavarim, last one. Tekiah, your turn. Tekiah, bum, 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 bum. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. What kind of year? Happy, happy, happy New Year. Shana Tova. Shabbat shalom. Bright Oaks.
Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh Shalom.